Today, under poultry farming, we are looking at diseases that attack poultry farms. Before we dive into that, what would you define as a disease? A disease is an abnormal condition that is caused by infection, basic weaknesses, or environmental stress. A disease is defined by a specific group of signs or symptoms. Diseases prevent affected birds from functioning normally. This can lead to the weakening of your birds, poor productivity, and reduced quality of the affected birds. It could even lead to the death or loss of one or all of the birds in a flock. Diseases can further be categorized by common causes such as genetic, mechanical, toxic, and nutritional. Infectious diseases are caused by viruses, bacteria, and fungi. Parasitic diseases are caused by protozoa, worms, and external parasites such as mites and lice. Infectious agents, commonly referred to as germs, move from one susceptible bird to another in order to survive. For this to occur in a flock, a sufficient number of disease-causing agents must be able to gain access to the susceptible birds. These are birds that have no immunity or other resistance against these agents, or whose defense mechanisms have been reduced or overwhelmed at the time of infection. So, whether you keep a small backyard flock or manage a larger coop, understanding chicken diseases and symptoms can help you to protect your birds and prevent costly losses. So we're going to be looking at the different diseases, and this time round we will cover 19 major chicken diseases, symptoms, prevention, and treatment methods every poultry owner should know. This includes infectious conditions, common chicken illnesses, and even causes of feather loss, so you can quickly recognize when something is wrong. To start off our list, we're going to start with Marek's disease. Marek's disease is considered as a viral disease. According to Monopro, Marek's disease is one of the most feared chicken illnesses because it's highly contagious and often fatal. Marek's disease is a highly contagious, spreadable viral disease of poultry, especially chickens. Marek's disease is known to cause tumors, which can lead to paralysis, among other clinical signs, and death. While there is no treatment, vaccination represents an excellent example of disease control. While Marek's disease is typically considered a disease of young chickens, clinical signs typically appear between 6 to 30 weeks of age. Older chickens are also susceptible. The only way to diagnose Marek's disease is via a necropsy by a veterinarian. That being said, if you have a young bird, vaccinated or not, that has paralysis, it is likely due to Marek's. While there is no treatment, there are ways to prevent Marek's disease. Follow an effective vaccination program. That's one. Vaccination must be administered on the day the chicks hatch or in ovo, embryo inside the egg, during egg incubation in order to be most effective. While vaccination is not perfect, if given correctly, the vaccine is highly effective at protecting your chickens against disease. Make sure the feed store or hatchery you purchase your chicks from vaccinate at day of age. Or you can do it yourself, that is if you're hatching those chicks yourself, then vaccinate at the day of age. You can easily access these vaccines where you buy your medicines for poultry. Remove all feathers. The other thing you can do to prevent Marek's disease is to remove feathers done when introducing new chicks or birds to your coop. Because the feather follicles are known to carry the virus, removing the feathers is a great way to reduce the amount of virus in the environment and hence reduce the overall amount of virus your chicken might be exposed to. So clean up your coop. Make sure there is nothing lingering from the former chicks, the hens that were in this coop. Whether your birds are vaccinated or not vaccinated, clean up your coop and remove any lingering feathers before you bring your new pack of chicks. what you need to remember about Marek's disease is there is no treatment, and the disease is considered a number one killer of backyard chickens. So you better take care of your chicks and hens and cocks so you do not fall prey to this disease.